My, haven't we got so much to get through today? These are all of the brand new games that we are going to be going through if you didn't watch the Oculus Gaming Showcase that were announced or confirmed coming this summer 2021. And I'm going to be honest, some of this I did not expect whatsoever, and some of it was quite a pleasant or somewhat unusual surprise. So without further ado, if you do enjoy, let me know by hitting that like button, go subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, and let me know what are you most looking forward to down below in the comment section. So, with one of the first games that was announced in order, it was Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip was announced that they were going to be making an appearance to this gaming showcase, and the thing that they revealed is their new free DLC called Smoke and Thunder. It will be coming summer 2021, and it will be a whole new map with a whole new story of two sisters riding it out together in the Western themes. So you'll be able to make custom modes and all that with this, and pretty much either do it so you can just play through either shooting people or just having to dodge people. I don't really have Pistol Whip, so I can't really tell you if I'm going to be playing this or not, because I don't even have the game itself. But for any Pistol Whip lovers out there, let me know if this is something that you wanted, maybe? Our next game that got announced through this was a Battle Sisters. Now, Battle Sisters is another game that I surprisingly don't have. Didn't really expect to hear anything about. So with Battle Sisters right here, what did get announced was a new DLC. Horde mode was recently added to the game, so now they're basically making some free DLC upgrades to the actual game with all this, so you'll be able to play co-op with your friends while doing this. And overall, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. I don't actually know a lot of people that plays Battle Sisters, but then again, with this game, I haven't really got any opinions on it. Wasn't a really thing that I was expecting a lot of people were wanting to see, but as you can see with the trailer footage and the gameplay footage they showed, this is going to... Next is one game that was right with one of my predictions, and we did get to see a lot more of Lone Echo 2. So we got an official trailer and gameplay look of what to expect when it comes to the Oculus Rift S and the Quest 2. And honestly, I'm excited for when this comes out during summer, because this is one game that I'm going to be 100% getting. It's going to be very, very interesting to play it out. But if you really want to get a feel of what to expect in this game, this isn't probably the best example, but the people that are making Lone Echo 2, which go on to Echo, the actual free multiplayer game, if you've never played that, they use the similar robots and all that off that from Lone Echo, so if you want to get a sort of feel of what to expect with that, with the low gravity feel, you'll be exploring the moons of Saturn and doing a load of different missions and tasks to be able to survive and carry on with the story. Our next game right here is Resident Evil 4. We got more of a gameplay footage look with this game, and they did describe a lot more the game mechanics and what to sort of expect with Resident Evil 4. And fun fact, 25 years ago, odd if I am correct, when that did get released, I think it was 16 or 25 years ago. I might be wrong with that, I don't know. But with this, a fun fact that they did reveal was they are building that game completely ground up from the original console of where it was released. So they're basically making it all and redoing it all out as a really cool remake, but for VR, and transforming it from VR as well. They've been working on it for quite a long time, and the game mechanics are going to be completely set out, so... And moving on to our next game, it moved on to the Star Wars section of games. So, first things first was Star Wars Pinball, which by now it's going to be releasing on April 29th. So if you are looking forward to playing Star Wars Pinball, that will be a game that I will be copying. where you'll be able to customize your own fan cave and be able to customize it all out using all the Star Wars pinball machines that you'll be able to play in to unlock a load of new cosmetics. And literally, if you are a Star Wars fan, this will probably be your dream come true. It's not a very, very big game, I'd say, in the Star Wars series, but it's one of those fun games that you will be able to play and be able to do whatever you want with it. So if you don't really want to get it now, don't worry about it. It's going to be there on April 29th either way. But if you are a hardcore Star Wars fan like I am, you will sure be getting it and making sure to customize your little man cave to or girl cave. Next game after this, which is Star Wars, they did mention some stuff with Star Wars Tales from Galaxy's Edge. With this right here, they did discuss part 2. And sadly, they didn't really go on with a lot of stuff with gameplay footage or trailer footage, because they did mention that they were still working on it, which I am kind of disappointed that we didn't really get to see anything too big on it. But a main thing we did get to see was a brand new character that we're going to end up seeing in part 2. They didn't mention any of the story details, but all we know so far is there is this mysterious traveler called Tobok, if I said that correctly, which looks like this guy with his fellow droid right there. We're going to end up seeing him quite a bit in part 2. We don't know what role he's going to play. We don't know if he's going to be a big, significant character in part 2 of the story. All we do know is he's just going to be a mysterious traveler called that, and what planet he's from, which it's fair enough. He looks like an interesting character. And I can't wait to see if he's going to be any use to the story, but I do think he might be a trader that we will see quite a bit, that we will end up trading with. Our next game is a sequel to I Expect You to Die. So, with I Expect You to Die 2, you will be greeted with a whole new set of missions, and you will be set as the same agent you played in the first game to basically try and survive a load of different scenarios and situations using stealth and your mind to go and conquer what there will. Now, another game that was announced that has not been mentioned before until now, it was very, very interesting, as for me, I'm not very big on my horror games in VR, as I'm a really, really big wuss. But with this game, it is called After the Fall, so it is set in a zombie apocalyptic horror styled VR game, and this gave me a lot of vibes over I don't know what it's called, but it's a recent game that's going to be on consoles, which is a mix of The Division and a bit of like Days Gone and everything, but it looks really interesting. So you'd be basically set with this group, and you have all these different zombies which you basically have to try and get through from what it looks like, and you have to use all your stealth and basically balls it through so you don't die. Does it look like a game that I'm probably gonna get? Maybe, if I get the literal strength to come and be able to play it. Does it look interesting? Hell yes, and it is going to be coming this summer, 2021. And next, moving on to our next few games, we did get a free DLC announcement from the Climb 2. If you don't know what the Climb 2 is basically a huge climbing game with one and second being with more scenic landscapes and more scenic routes that you'll be able to as well. Another game which was brand new announced called Carved Snowboard was announced. With this right here, it's pretty much just a snowboard game. If you want to get this will also be releasing sometime in the summer as well. And last but not least, for all my Walking Dead fans, we got a brand new announcement from them. Was it co-op? No. Am I disappointed? Yes. But with the continuation of the story of the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, we are getting a new DLC, free if you have the game, which is going to be absolutely amazing to play if I do get around to it, called Aftershock. So spoilers ahead, this will be based off when you finish the story after going to get all the supplies out of the raft, I think if it's called, and all that. So basically there is a huge supply cache from the reservatory right there that basically the tower and the overlook pretty much are after. And then you as the tourist, you are basically going back there to pretty much just go and get it. Like, the gameplay looks pretty solid. It's pretty interesting. I do like how they are continuing the story on the best way they can. So they're not just sort of cutting off there, so there's nothing else to do. I was kind of disappointed how they haven't really added in a co-op mode yet. I would imagine that would be a bit of a pain in the ass to add, but I do think that would keep the game. So, apart from that, guys, that is literally it for this video. That is every single game that was pretty much announced in the Oculus Game Show event. Honestly, with some of the announcements, I was a little bit disappointed for it, as some of it wasn't really stuff I think a lot of people wanted, but they did have some pretty solid stuff like I Expect You to Die. They did announce some stuff with Star Wars Tales, Galaxy's Edge, but I was expecting some either gameplay or maybe a little bit of a trailer showcase for part 2. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what you are most looking forward to or what you really liked from the gameplay showcase that they did reveal. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching. My name's Chen, and I'll see you in the next one.